Hi, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. I have a variety of services that I offer to assist in your awakening journey, and you can find those listed in the description box below. Today, we're going to be doing the daily reading for Saturday, August 7th, 2021. And today's a day that's ruled by the solar plexus chakra and guided by Elegance. And we are on the eve of the 8-8 portal. I mean, as we know, the portal has been open since roughly the 26th of July when we rang in the galactic new year. Although time is not linear, it ebbs and it flows and it bends. And so when we give dates for these things, it's kind of funny, right? But we will be experiencing the pinnacle of that energy on August 8th. So all of you who want to join in that live, we're going to be doing a live at 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on this channel on YouTube. And we're going to be ringing in, we're going to be working with and welcoming in this energy, as well as the Leo new moon, which is happening on the day of the 8-8 portal, making it that much more magical. For those of you who haven't checked it out yet, check out that 8-8 portal Lionsgate video. It is in the Portals and Gateways playlist. I have trouble with these playlists sometimes. That's the playlist that you'll find it under. It also should be pretty fresh in the list of recent videos, because I just put that out, I don't know how many days ago, 3 or 4 days ago probably, so you can look it up that way as well. But just really big, powerful, potent energies that we are working with. And also today, with this yellow lunar warrior energy, this is a very potent energy. And it ties in extremely well, excuse me, with the Blue Eagle wave spell, which we started yesterday. So this is a 13-day period, and it's an overriding energy that we're going to be working with through the next 13 days. If you guys haven't checked out that video, check that out as well. I just put that out yesterday, so that should be fresh right at the top of the list. It is also in the wave spell playlist for those of you who want to look it up that way. But these energies really tie in very well together. I'm liking the synchronicity of this. I'm liking the way that they blend. Because this Blue Eagle energy, this wave spell that we've entered, is all about creating from that higher planetary vision. And so this yellow warrior energy is really helping us to understand that vision more, to understand, to gather the facts and the information and the knowledge of what we're working with. And we can employ that Blue Eagle energy to gather those facts and that knowledge from that higher viewpoint, from that higher vantage point, if you will. This energy, this yellow warrior energy, is all about questioning intelligence and fearlessness. So questioning absolutely everything in our reality, questioning everything that is presented to us as fact, weighing those facts with our own resonance, with our own intuition, with our own understanding, and coming to our own conclusions. This is about questioning ourselves, questioning our own beliefs, questioning our own perspectives, questioning the world at large, questioning absolutely everything and everyone. And it's really important that we learn how to do this. If we want to be able to think independently, if we want to be sovereign beings, we must question our reality. This is probably one of the single most important things that we will ever learn in this human experience, is not to accept what is presented to us as fact, right? Our responsibility is to go deeper. And so today is a day about really going deeper within ourselves, looking deeper within the world, looking more deeply at everything that is presented to us, and coming to our own conclusions. And once we come to those conclusions, living that. This energy, this fearlessness energy, is very powerful and very important when we are in this process of questioning. It takes a certain level of courage to question things. We all know this. We understand that is a big part of what the dark night of the soul experience is when we first begin awakening spiritually, right? We begin questioning everything in our reality. We question ourselves. And this process of questioning brings about a darkness sometimes. It brings about a heaviness. It brings about a confusion and a state of fear, because it's the unknown, right? It's the unknown. And it's this understanding that some things that we accepted as truth actually are not true. And going through this process, especially when those things are told to us by people that we trusted, by institutions that we trusted, it's a very unnerving experience when we start to question that and we start to realize that the answers that we're being given don't add up, right? So fearlessness has to be employed in that process. When we're looking at ourselves, when we're questioning our own beliefs, when we're questioning our own perceptions and thought processes, when we're questioning our own actions, our own motivations, our own reactions, this fearlessness must be employed also. And in all areas of our lives, this is the Lion's Gate portal energy that we're in right now, right? So it's all about that courage. It's all about that confidence. I'm seeing the Strength card in the tarot coming up right now, and being reminded that one of the most powerful interpretations of the Strength card is the taming of the beast, that beast being the mind, or anything really, any fear, right? So taming that fear and understanding that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the willingness to walk through fear. And so that's what we're being asked to do. That's what we're being called to do on this Yellow Warrior Day. And because we're working with that lunar tone, that tone 2, that tone of polarity, that tone of challenge, we may be finding that we're also having to walk through challenges. We're having to walk through fears that may be presented to us in our physical reality. We may be noticing where it is that we have created some of these perceived blockages or obstacles. And we're being asked to look at that. We're being asked to acknowledge that. Because once we acknowledge that something is of our creation, we have that much more power to change it. So really intense, but beautiful energies that we're working with today. The affirmation for today is, I polarize in order to question, stabilizing fearlessness. I seal the output of intelligence with the lunar tone of challenge. I am guided by the power of elegance. And I'm being guided to remind people that intelligence, sometimes people hear the word intelligence and they think that means that we know it all. Right? That's what intelligence is. That is not what intelligence is. Intelligence is when we are open to discovering more knowledge, more information, when we are constantly being open and malleable and fluid with our interpretations of the world, with our interpretations and our understanding of truth, so that we can continue to build upon that knowledge with the new information that we receive. Intelligence is questioning. If we blindly go along with the things that other people say and we never question anything, we never apply our own independent thinking to the process, that is not intelligence. Intelligence is not just regurgitating facts that have been told to us by other people and memorizing facts, right? That's sort of like a Western definition of intelligence. But intelligence is much deeper than that. So true intelligence is what we're cultivating today, as well as true fearlessness. And like we said, with this lunar tone, there is going to be some contrast that's shown to us today in order to provoke these deeper questions. The secondary affirmation is, I am Kib, warrior. I am your inner knowledge and wisdom. I take you to the other side with gracious strength. So there's that strength energy coming back in. And the guidance is to focus on your inner voice as you walk the path of the cosmic question mark. Advance toward your fears. Be the warrior of grace. And then we are going to as well, sorry, I got to type this out. Usually I have it pop right up, but today it's not happening. So we're going to find the Astro Dream Advisor here as well, maybe. Let's try this one more way. There we go. All right. Yellow Warrior, the Galactic Guide, is a mystic ferryman on the return path to the stars. Allow Yellow Warrior's staff to ferry you to the spiraling vortex of cosmic consciousness. Yellow Warrior is the grace of the descent of the dove. Embody the mystic gift of trust in direct guidance. Through trust, you journey to the place of no time and limitless light. There you will undergo the transformations to embody solar heart and mind. Yellow Warrior is a conduit for cosmic communication, offering access to the universal web of consciousness. This is the web of the Mayan mystic spider that weaves intergalactic threads, the conduit of interconnected consciousness. Yellow Warrior is the spider in the web, the grid connection for divine communication. Receive these ripples of knowing from Yellow Warrior's web through the central axis in your spine, your staff. Accept this gift of knowing in grace as you would receive the morning light by turning your face to the sun. Grace is an unexpected touch, a blessing given in love, a natural gift from the universe. Use the power of love like an electrical current to serve the light. Open fully and to feel and receive it. The number for Yellow Warrior is 16, the number of unity with the cosmic foundation of resonant evolution. As you embody the ferryman's staff, you become anchored in your connection to cosmic consciousness. Holding within you the foundational steps of the Trinity, you carry the Christed One into the world. As a living mystic, you are the conduit of the spiraling galaxies that create a union with cosmic consciousness. 16 may also be seen as the beginning of another octave, a higher octave characterized by organic balance and the new earth under your feet. Yellow Warrior's colors are indigo and gold, combining the limitlessness of the night sky with the freedom of the daytime sun. If you desire to access grace and trust, focus on these colors. And I love how this channel is called Cosmic Consciousness, and they utilize that phrase so often in the Astro Dream Advisor. It's just, everything is so beautifully synchronistic. I absolutely love it. Yeah, there was something else that I was going to comment on here, but I don't remember now, so it can't be that important. We're going to get into the astrology for today. As we know, we are coming into that new moon lineup. We do have the moon now in the sign of Leo, and the moon is making an opposition to Saturn today. So we had that T-square going on earlier in this week between the Sun and Mercury, Saturn and Uranus. And that T-square is kind of breaking up a little bit. So for this new moon, it's not going to be as strong. We're still going to feel the influence of Saturn and Mercury, but they've both moved on to a point where I'm not counting them as super, super active. But they've been preparing us, right? That T-square was preparing us. Uranus, however, is going to be within 2 degrees of the sun and the moon in that square still. So the Uranus part of this T-square is still going to feel very active. And it will be active, it's still going to feel very active. And so that Uranian energy is coming in just as powerfully. So we're really stepping into that energy of the unexpected, right? That energy of evolution. We are being called to evolve. And so today we still have this square between the Sun and Uranus very active, really asking us to let go of some aspect of our consciousness, some aspect of our understanding of ourselves to make way for something new. And that's where this yellow warrior energy can be really well applied today, is really questioning that, really being fearless in our ability to step into the unknown when it comes to how we view ourselves as well as the world, and really allowing this integration of these new aspects of who we are to come to occur. Right, because that's what's happening right now, is old aspects of who we were are being released so that more of the truth of who we are now can come into focus. So just really allowing that to happen today, knowing that there may be unexpected events, there may be unexpected realizations. We got that wild card energy as Uranus continues to be a pronounced factor moving forward here. We also have, let me see, what else did I want to talk about here? Yes, we have Venus in an opposition to Neptune. And this is going to be more and more exact over the next few days. And so this is really an energy where, with Neptune in retrograde, this is about removing the veil. This is about seeing truth where perhaps we were sugarcoating something in the past. That can be the energy. Neptune is that beautiful idealistic energy. It is that highly mystical spiritual energy. But it is also that energy that can create a sense of dreaminess and illusion. And so those illusions are being peeled away when Neptune turns retrograde, and especially in an oppositional context to Venus. And so we're looking at relationships, we're looking at finances, abundance, anything that brings us joy, that creativity, that pleasure principle. In any of these areas, we're seeing the illusions we may have held around that being stripped away, and really seeing a different perception of reality, a different perception of situations, of perhaps our own beliefs around this or our own understanding of these things. And we have Pallas, which is only a few degrees away from Neptune, really reinforcing that energy of clarity. So a deeper level of clarity coming to us in these aspects, in these situations of our lives, especially with the Venus in that Virgo energy, which is the energy of purification, which is the energy, it is a very much, when we talk about the energy of intelligence, Virgo is a highly intelligent energy. So really stepping into a deeper level of intelligence, emotional intelligence, spiritual intelligence, and really understanding something probably deeply on a spiritual level, and how that is impacting, affecting, and shifting something that we understand on a personal, on a a physical level, right? Venusian energies are very physically anchored. It's that manifested energy. It's that Pentacles energy. So really coming to see that. And I guess that Cups energy, because we got the love energy in there too. So some realizations for people today, some understandings, some areas where we're seeing where those opportunities for growth are still present. And I want to pull some traditional tarot for today for our guidance. What guidance do we have for today? 8/7/2021. 8/7/2021. Yes, and I do believe as tomorrow will be a 3-day with that 8/8 portal, that Trinity energy, today is a 2-day numerology wise. So that is that energy of balance. It is once again the energy of duality and polarity coming in. So we may be working with that energy of duality, possibly even with our masculine and feminine energies today. First card out is the Fool. New beginnings, fresh starts. This is also the energy of trust and vulnerability. Some would call the Fool naive, right? But we're being asked to allow ourselves to be childlike. I'm really feeling that energy of stepping more deeply into trust, and this has been coming up a lot, right? So where are you willing to trust today? Where are you willing to take that leap? Where are you willing to start fresh? And we had the 8 of Wands trying to pop out there, which would be communication. We got the Empress coming out. And she did come out, I don't typically read reversals, but she came out very, very clearly reversed there. And so, and this is the energy, this is Venus energy right here. Okay? And so I find that really interesting when we do have this Venus in Virgo opposing Neptune energy that we were talking about. So this, to me, doesn't necessarily represent that things aren't happening or aren't going to happen. It represents that there may be areas where things, we've been holding ourselves back from these new beginnings. So it's really understanding today if we are holding ourselves back, why is it? Why is it that we have been doing that, right? Getting a much deeper understanding for that. This is really interesting. I don't know what is on her robe, but they're reminding me of ladybugs right now. So the ladybug may be a symbol or a spirit animal coming through for people today, because that's all I can see when I look at her dress right now is ladybugs. So that's really interesting. But it's this energy of where have we been unwilling to trust? We're being asked to trust today. This energy in this form may very well be that energy of where something hasn't fully come through yet because we haven't been willing to trust. We haven't been willing to surrender. We haven't been willing to look with fresh eyes. All right, and so employ that yellow warrior energy today. How is it that you can look at something with fresh eyes? Can you question something in your reality? Can you question yourself? This can also, I have a friend, and the way that she reads reversals is this is internalized energy. This is externalized energy. And I really like that interpretation. So this is really that process of going within today. To be honest with ourselves about where it is that we are holding ourselves back when it comes to our abundance. Whether that's in love, relationship, when it comes to money, when it comes to our physical reality. Where is it where we have perhaps not been trusting, where we're now being invited to fall more deeply into trust, to really allow this new beginning to take hold, to allow that to happen for us, because it's really, really wanting to happen for us. This is also a day with this Empress in reverse. I'm feeling this where we are being called to nourish ourselves. Right? The Empress is the mother energy. She is the energy of bounty, the energy of plenty. She is that energy that nourishes and supports, right? That beautiful divine feminine energy. But it's like, how can you return some of that energy to yourself today? All right. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles. Yes, so a lot of reviewing going on today. which really synchronizes well with this yellow warrior energy. This energy to me represents somebody who's looking at all the effort that they've put into a situation, and they're really examining the fruits of their labors. Is the juice worth the squeeze? Right? Is all the effort I've put into this yielding the results that I want? Is what I have created what I desire to experience? Or am I ready to create something new? So it's kind of taking that break, taking that time out today. Really looking at just the trajectory that our life has been headed in, and like where do I want to switch that up? Do I want to switch that up? Or am I ready to commit even more solidly to, it's like, I feel like some people are kind of at a crossroads or a halfway point right now where you put a lot of effort into something, but you're not sure if you want to continue going with it or if you want to try something completely different and new. And so it's kind of that energy of, do I continue to invest in what I've been investing in, or do I try something completely different? And not really sure, because there's been a lot of effort put into whatever it is that has been achieved and accomplished so far. Yeah. And I'm really noticing today how there's 6 pentacles over here, and then this one's kind of separated here. And so it's also, I'm feeling that 6 of Pentacles energy coming in. The reciprocity. Am I receiving from my efforts? Is what I'm receiving from my efforts worth what I'm putting in? It's that kind of an energy that we're thinking about today. Then we got the 3 of Swords coming out. So there is some of this emotional energy in the air. And with this Moon in Leo opposing Saturn energy, one thing that I didn't talk about, I don't think I said anything about the energies of that. I think I just said that it was happening. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, one of the effects that we may be feeling of that with this Moon in Leo opposing Saturn and Aquarius is this energy of our needs versus the needs of the collective, how those match up, and really having that desire for the self to be celebrated versus the energy of losing oneself in the crowd. And any areas where we may find that we have been losing ourselves in the crowd. But this is just the energy of loss in general. This is the energy of loss. This is the energy of sadness, of heartbreak. Get me some more on the 3 of Swords here. Tell me some more about what we're dealing with. Oh, look, the 6 of Pentacles tried to pop out there. So for some people, it is possibly that energy, right? That energy of feeling sad today because we're thinking about times when our energy wasn't received well, when we didn't receive in return what we were putting out, when the relationships and the energies in our lives that feel unbalanced. And this is what we're really longing for. This collaboration, this teamwork. So for some people, this is also a sadness of wanting those people to collaborate with, wanting that community and not having that community in our lives, or having lost community. I feel like for some people, that's sort of the energy too of having lost community. Perhaps for some people, you have been embracing this Aquarius energy and this Leo energy, really, of stepping more deeply into who you are, of speaking your truth and shining your light. And as a result of this, the people in your circle, like your circle is changing. It wasn't like you speaking your truth or you being more authentically yourself wasn't received the way you had hoped by the people in your community. And I apologize, I'm looking in the camera here. I don't usually do like comment on stuff like this, but I am going to enjoy some music later today, and I am slightly dressed up for it, and these fake eyelashes, sometimes they don't stay on very well. So if that's all funky, you guys, I apologize. It's not really about that kind of stuff on here, it's about the messages, but I just caught a glimpse of myself and I was like, oh, is that popping up again? So hopefully that doesn't distract you. I love you guys. But yeah, so that you may not have felt You may, and I feel for some people too, it's like it took a lot of courage to allow yourself to be seen. And now you're feeling not accepted. And so if that's happening for people today, just know that it's like that phrase, God's rejection is God's protection. And it's that understanding that if people are rejecting you, the true you, they're just making space in your life for people who will embrace that. Right? Would you rather be involved in a community that likes you for something you're not, then maybe spend a little bit of time alone? If that time of solitude actually led to you becoming part of a community that did see and value you for who you are, right? Is it really belonging if you can't be your truth? If you can't truly be who you are? That's the energy that we want to think about today. Oh, and then we got the Two of Cups coming out. So we got that soulmate energy. Yeah. This is also the energy where I feel like some people are losing or having the perception that they're losing soulmates. And this could happen in all different types of ways. A very dear friend or someone that I have a lot of admiration for, I should say, passed the other day, and many of us are mourning his loss. So there, and I'm feeling that it's not just me, I think, and my community. I think that for many people, people may have physically passed from our reality. It's also just the loss of soulmates in the terms of people that have not necessarily transitioned physically, but are transitioning out of our lives. But that's welcoming in new soulmates too, for some. Soulmates, partnerships where we can truly collaborate, where we can truly create something great together. But it's still like this energy. We don't ignore this energy. We allow ourselves to feel it. You have to feel it to heal it. So we allow that to move through us. And I can speak from personal experience saying when it comes to grief, and grief comes in many different forms. We grieve many different things, right? All different types of perceived losses. It comes in waves. And so for some people today, it may be coming, I'm noticing for the first time the rain in the background of this card. That grief may come in today like rain. And allow that rain to wash you and purify you and cleanse you. Yeah. Yeah. For some people, it's even like mourning today or thinking about businesses or passion projects that were created with people that you really felt were soul family and soul kin, these soulmates. And possibly having to release those or let those go. So it's a lot of energy of letting go here. But that's what paves the way for this. Anything else? Got the Two of Wands coming out here. With the Six of Cups. And the Eight of Cups. Okay. And so, yeah, this is a lot of energy of moving on, letting go. But also, it's like there's incredible healing in letting go today. There's incredible healing in letting go. In releasing any of these. I'm feeling for some people it's like old energies coming up too, like childhood energies, things that we lost in childhood, even loved ones that we lost in childhood. Just a lot of those energies. A lot of those energies, letting go of that, feeling the emotional weight of that, where that weight still exists within us. And remember, with this Lionsgate portal, we are clearing out the heart chakra. So a lot of these deeper energies are coming up to be released, and especially this being the eve of that 8-8 portal, we may feel a lot of energy releasing today. Yeah. Yeah, we're really thinking about that. That's weighing heavy on our minds. The people, the connections that we've had that, and remember, nothing's ever really lost. That's why I say perceived loss. Because we are all connected always. Our experience here on this planet is so incredibly brief in the grander scheme of our existence as souls, as limitless beings, as eternal beings. Okay, so the love is eternal. Love is all that there is, right? But love is eternal. If you love someone, you love them eternally. And that love in its purest form exists eternally. It cannot be broken. We cannot lose it because it's not something that we possess, right? We can only lose things that we possess. It's not about possessing it because it just is. There is no possession there. There is no I have this, I have you. Or any of this, I want this, I want you. All of that is obsolete because it always is. It just is. So that's an important thing for people to be remembering today. Yeah, and having that, there's like an awakening going on, a deep awakening that's going on for people. Definitely this energy of, like we said, even with the Empress reversed, kind of practicing self-care today, going within if we need to, and really coming to understand maybe some of the stuff that we've been talking about on here about how love is eternal. Getting a new perspective on loss as we allow ourselves to feel this energy and heal this energy. We begin to maybe understand this more deeply. Understanding what brings us true fulfillment and what does not. And even if it hurts to let it go, letting go that which is not bringing us what it is that we desire. What it is that we're now really truly understanding that we're worthy of. I feel like there's energy today of people letting go of things that we've held on to, things that we've waited for a really long time. I guess waiting is more the Three of Wands, but I don't know. I'm still feeling it. This learning how to become more present with what is, instead of focusing on what was or what could be or what will be. Especially the what was, that energy is really strong today. But it's like we're really being asked today to set our intentions for what brings us joy and fulfillment. For to allow ourselves to be free, right? To set ourselves free from any of the energies that hold us back so that we can experience life like a child again. To come to that deeper level of healing of our inner child. And to walk away from whatever heaviness, whatever burdens it is that we've been carrying. So that we can walk into this new energy. Yeah, and then what did we have trying to pop out here? The Page of Cups with the Sun. All right, which is beautiful new energy. Yeah, that Five of Cups, that's where we are today. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just the same message coming out. Five of Cups, Two of Swords, Three of Wands. Living in the past. That's the choice we get to make. Are we going to continue waiting? Are we going to continue being stuck in the past? Or are we going to continue waiting for for ships that have already sailed? Or are we going to embark on a new journey? All right. I love you guys. I appreciate you so very much. If you enjoyed this reading, hit that like button. Drop a comment. Let me know how you're doing today. Hopefully you guys will join tomorrow for the Lionsgate new moon celebration. If you don't, it will be obviously available for the replay as well. There are links down below to donate if you feel so moved to do so. It is always appreciated, but know that every like, every share, every subscribe is as good as a donation, and it helps to keep this channel growing. There are my emails down below with the list of the different services that I offer. Please reach out to me if you want to do any one-on-one work with me. It is my honor and my privilege to assist you in that way, and it assists me as well. It's just so beautiful how that works, right? Giving is receiving. Teaching is learning. All of that good stuff. All of that beautiful, beautiful stuff. All right. I'm going to not ramble anymore. But I will catch you guys tomorrow. So much love sent to each and every single one of you.